All right. A new guest on the show. Always excited when we have a new guest on the show. She's here. Why? Because I saw her with my colleagues on Newsmax. Reached out and immediately she said yes. Very impressive, and somebody who has something to say about the events of the last 2.5 weeks off the coast of America. Barbara Arthur, welcome to America First.
Thank you, sir. Good to be with you.
Barbara, where were you born?
I was born in Cuba. I was in Cuba.
And you are now an American.
Absolutely.
You were very eloquent on Newsmax when I saw you. As an American who was born in Cuba, who got out of Cuba, will you please tell us your reaction of what we've witnessed in the last few weeks on the streets of Cuba, and also the Biden administration's response to those events?
Yes, sir. The people of Cuba are hungry, and they are fed up. This is a time for them to cry out, for the world to hear them, that they have been oppressed for 62 years and that they've had enough. They're crying out for freedom. The children are dying of hunger. The people are dying of hunger. I read a homemade sign that said, if we stay silent, we will die. If we speak out, we will die. So we have decided to speak out so we will not die silent. SOS. That is the heart of the people right now. It's truly give me liberty or give me death in action. And they're hungry. And the Biden administration, being the socialist communists that they really are what I'm hearing from a lot of even elected Congress people, AOC for one, what she is saying, that the people are crying out because they want vaccine, is a bunch of nonsense. When she opens her mouth, she speaks her native language, which is deception and lies. The people of Cuba are desperate. If she does not understand what a revolution or a communist revolution is, they are oppressed. When it first started in the late 50s, early 60s, they were actually executing people to take control of the country. That is what a communist regime does, and this is what they have done. They have oppressed the Cuban people. My father did not want to leave his homeland like many of the Cuban-born nationals. They didn't want to leave their homeland. It's a beautiful island. But because of the oppression, because of the government, because of the food control, people were forced to leave their homeland. And that is what's going on in Cuba right now. And I fear for the United States because I see a lot of communist tactics playing out in our country right now.
Well, you are taking action. We'll talk about your recent decision in a moment. But it's interesting what you said, because we opened the show with a small clip of the president's speech, President Trump's speech from the weekend, where he, for the first time, he said, this is it. We are becoming a... Excuse me, we are becoming a communist nation, which I don't think he's ever said before, and you just repeated that. Explain to those who've never left America, never visited a communist or post-communist nation, why you're using that language.
Because I see it. When our speech is censored the way it has been censored by big tech, and then the Biden administration actually saying that they are just trying to protect or trying to censor because of, what is it, insurrection, or we have freedom because the American hero, the American soldier purchased that freedom for us. And for the Biden administration to say that they are in line with big tech censoring our speech is wrong. That's very much a communist tactic. And America should wake up, and America should be very concerned about what is happening right now. Our freedoms are being taken away from us. When the government wants to issue door-to-door to check to see whether we've had the vaccine, there is something wrong with that. They did that, if you do not remember, the Nazis did that to see whether they were Jews. And now they're going to be checking on us to see whether we were vaccinated, whether we have been vaccinated. That is wrong.
Well, you're taking action. You live in Hartsville, South Carolina. What decision have you taken, Barbara Arthur?
Well, sir, I filed to run for Congress. I am currently running for Congress, because I'm extremely concerned with the communist tactics being used on American citizens by our so-called news media. It is extremely frightening. I want to fight for that. You must understand that I am not a politician. I have never been a politician. I am a homeschool mother who just graduated my youngest child. I'm a Christian speaker for 24 years. And if I can stand up to fight for our freedoms and ring an alarm and try to encourage American citizens who love our country and stand for our flag to do something, anyone else can do this. I'm running for Congress in District 7 against Tom Rice, who voted to impeach my president, Donald J. Trump, one of the best presidents that we have ever had, who has done more for our country than any president in my lifetime. That man worked hard and he fought against socialist beasts in Congress right now. And so I'm running to continue that fight and to keep America free.
Well, thank you kindly. She escaped Cuba. She knows the reality of not just socialism, but communism. She's outspoken. She's exactly the kind of citizen politician we need here in this swamp to fight what she called those socialist beasts, and that's what they are. Please support her right now. Barbara Arthur, 4sc.com. That's Barbara Arthur, FORSC.com. God bless you. Can't wait to have you as Congresswoman Arthur here in our studio in Washington, D.C. I'm Sebastian Gorka. Your call's next here on America First.